What's going on, nerds? Welcome back. My name is Sned. So, this is going to be a little bit of a longer episode, and by a little bit, I mean a lot longer than normal. We're going through a lot of information, and oh boy, just get your notepads ready if you want to take notes and follow along. Going through some stuff in Tech Reborn, going through stuff in Applied Energistics. It was a lot of information. I learned a lot. I hope you guys do too. Anyways, like if you liked it, subscribe if you didn't, and please enjoy the episode. Also, don't forget to check out the description below for my Discord channel. Welcome back, everybody. So, today, we're kinda gonna break into a little bit of everything. We're gonna continue on with AE2, like we were, but we're also gonna start breaking into Tech Reborn a little bit more. I want to make some of the industrial machines, and I want to further progress in there, because that's going to lead us to some of the best gear that we could get. Stuff like this quantum armor, which we're not quite 40 defense, but we're getting pretty close. For that, we're going to need to continue advancing in Tech Reborn, so we're going to break into that today as well. So I have already made the industrial electrolyzer. I don't have one yet, but I figured while I'm doing it, I'd make two just to get the industrial grinder. I do also want to move this ME system inside today, so that's on the list. And there we go, industrial centrifuge. Sweet. Okay, so let's start with the grinder. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to raise this bad boy up. So if you click this H button in the middle, it'll show the hologram, and this shows all of the blocks that you're gonna need to complete the multi-block. So like we need a bucket of water in the center, or I guess a water source in the center. And then these are machine frame, basic machine frame, and advanced, I believe. Oh, casing, it's called. Standard machine casing and advanced machine casing. And they seem pretty simple to make. I don't remember, but let's go ahead and make 9, 18 standard, and then 8 advanced. This thing definitely needs to get moved inside, though. This is going to get real old real quick. Oh, what a steal. We're also going to need the blast furnace, and this doesn't actually have to be up, because it gets built behind it. We should probably build this one first, because we're going to need this to make some of this. So the blast furnace is going to be able to give us steel, and then steel is what is going to make these advanced machine casings. Oh, getting closer and closer. Only 6 more to go. Also, these would take so much longer, but something that I found out recently is that Tech Reborn actually has its own villagers. So we have that guy and that guy. So the 2 villagers use an iron alloy furnace and a generator, and that's like their workstation. One is called the electrician. He could trade you stuff like, certain ingots or certain wires, batteries. All the way up to 24 emeralds will get you a lithium battery. And that's really good. Like, holy crap. Advanced circuits you could buy. Like, it's just crazy stuff. And then the metallurgist can sell you advanced alloy ingots, advanced circuits. Like, all of this stuff just to save time. And they could even, I think it's the electrician, they could sell, maybe it's only this one. Yeah, this one sells me the basic circuits and the advanced circuits. Like, it's just, oh man, these guys are saving me so much time. Okay, that is our blast furnace officially up and running. We do, however, need to power it. And I think it's only this block that needs powered. So maybe if we dig this wire down and in, like under here. The ability to crawl makes laying these cables down so easy. When I'm playing vanilla Minecraft, I'm definitely gonna miss being able to crawl. Which, by the way, if you didn't hear, I'm starting a vanilla server with a bunch of other content creators soon. We're starting it on next Friday? Holy crap! Yeah, the 9th. And it's going to be, like I said, a bunch of content creators, and it'll be a vanilla server. We're kind of hashing out the details now, but yeah, look forward to that. I might stream the first episode. We'll see. I'm not sure. I don't know if I'm going to stream it on Twitch or YouTube or I don't know. But just in case, go ahead and follow the link in the description to my Twitch page and give me a follow. That way you don't miss the stream if I happen to stream on Twitch. So the blast furnace is nice because it's going to allow us to start getting a return back on some of our old iron crap that we have just laying around. So like for the iron leggings, for example, iron leggings and a piece of sand, it'll give us 4 ingots back. Or where else? A chest plate will give us 5. Whereas normally, if we would smelt this down in a regular blast furnace, it would only give us 1 nugget. Any of these items would. So it's definitely a big perk to have this. I think too that it used to work on diamonds. In my season 1, I think it worked on diamonds. But that doesn't seem to be the case anymore, unfortunately. I also mentioned that I would go over what some of these different machines do, so I'm going to do that real fast. These basic ones are pretty simple, so it won't take too long. Your grinder is just like that guy down there. Oh, you can't actually see it. That's weird. It's just like these crushing wheels. Basically, it just grinds your ores down. It'll net you profit on ores. So if I look up grinder, for example, tin ore can give you 2 raw tin. Iron can give you 2 iron. Stuff like that. So it's just a basic double your ore output. Then you have the rolling machine, and all this does is makes different things easier. That's the best way I could say it. So, for example, making rails, it's a heck of a lot cheaper to roll them out than it is to craft them manually. So for 6 iron and 1 stick, you get 24 rails, whereas normally you only get 16. It also allows you to make these copronical heating coils. So nickel and copper makes these coils, and these are used for the blast furnace. And these nichrome heating coils are used for the fusion coil, which we are so far away from, so we'll get to that eventually. Electric furnace is pretty simple. It's just a furnace, but uses electric instead of coal. The compressor is also pretty simple. It's just like the compressor from Create. It makes, instead of plates, it makes sheets, I think. Nope, that's a lie. Instead of sheets, it makes plates. Sorry. The assembling machine just makes different items, and it makes it a little bit cheaper as well. So, for example, let's go with, let's choose, oh, whoa, you could assemble an elytra. Well, that's interesting. Anyways, let's choose this circuit, although I'm only just going to buy them from now on. So to craft the circuit, it's 6 insulated copper, 2 redstone, and refined iron. But in the assembling machine, it's just 2 copper plates and a silicon plate. So it just assembles different items cheaper. And then the alloy smelter is how you combine different metals. So for example, the alloy smelter is how I took 10 gold and 10 netherite to make 3 netherite ingots. So it makes those cheaper as well. And then like gold and silver into electrum, and zinc and copper into brass, stuff like that. So it just takes 2 different metals and combines it into an alloy. But anyways, I also want to start upgrading my solar panels. I currently have the industrial, and I want to go to quantum. That's the next step, right? No, not quantum. That's super far away. The ultimate. I think we could do these. The advanced circuits we could buy. The diamond dust is going to be easy to get. We have a lot of extra diamond gear laying around. And the reinforced glass is just lead plates and glass. So I think what I'm going to do to start is completely tear this guy down. And it's going to be a drag. And I need to figure out what to do for this when I bring it back. How to put it into the ME storage. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. I don't know how this fan is getting power. The fan doesn't produce its own power, does it? No. So then, anybody have any ideas on that one? What is powering that fan? Is it just like a glitch? A graphical glitch? No, I'm definitely getting burned by it. Okay, I'm gonna leave that wizardry alone. I don't trust it. Alright guys, I've been a little bit hard at work. So, with the industrial blast furnace, I was able to make steel to make these advanced machine casings. So I went ahead and finished that up. And then I threw this little contraption on top. Basically, it's just a 1x3 infinite water source in the middle. And I threw a drain up there. That's what that guy is. And that constantly feeds water into the industrial grinder. That way I don't have to do it manually because I'm lazy as heck. And with this, we could take ores and throw them in here. And it'll give us an output. And right now I have it auto-outputting into this chest. And this is what I've ground down so far. Also, I did end up getting this wired. I ran it underneath. I don't know if I mentioned that already or not. I'm not sure. But there's a wire underneath the energy acceptor. And it runs all the way back there and then connects over there. I also got a little board. I moved the beacon over here just so we would have a little bit more power deeper into the cave. And I started, I guess, decorating. I put some of these waxed cut copper slabs down. Well, I waxed them, but I put down the copper slabs. And then I put down some of these immersive weathering plate iron blocks. Holy crap, they were expensive. But with the rust happening, I think it kind of adds a little something to it. I don't know. And then I extended the polished deep slate out a bit. We'll probably eventually convert all of this to just polished deep slate. But that's a lot of work that I don't really want to do right now. Okay, so I think I'm done with Tech Reborn for the time being. I'll still continue to, like, I don't know, build stuff up. I want to start slowly replacing these solar panels with, oh yeah, in fact, I want to upgrade them to the, what are they called? The ultimate solar panel. And for that, we're going to need diamond dust, which we don't currently have. So let me go ahead and get some of that. And there we go, our first ultimate solar panel. Ultimate clean energy. Nice. Actually, even if we throw the gold and iron and stuff in here, we could still put it into the crushing wheels. Because if we do that, it still gives us a nugget of experience. So I'm gonna do that. That's kind of nice. I am gonna have to figure out another system of how to get it from there to there, and then off again, so that we could store it in there. Maybe instead I'll just bring this line all the way down, the output line. I could just bring that all the way down and have like an arm or something throw it on there. I don't know. Do you guys have any suggestions? How do I get ore from there to here to smelt down, or yeah, to smelt into ingots, and then from here as an ingot into there? Anybody have any ideas? I think too, I also want to get a quarry up and running this episode, and I'm just gonna put it nearby the base. That way I don't have to worry about a chunk loader or anything. But let's yeah, let's get one of these guys going. Advanced drill. That actually wasn't too bad to make, to be honest. And then, honestly, neither is the quarry. The quarry's not that expensive. The iridium plate is kind of expensive, I guess, because it's pretty rare. But you could, you could find them underground. I think you can find them in chests, even, the ingots. And then steel you could find in chests as well. But, there we go. We got ourselves a quarry. Unbreaking 3 and efficiency 4. That's pretty good. I think... Oh, wait, no. We could easily get silk touch. Okay, so if we plop that down, and then do we have to place a marker in all of these spots, I think? Okay, so it doesn't have power. Oh, but the, oh, boy. The solar panel does indeed work. And then can we just throw that right on top? And on the side, maybe? The idea is... hopefully it'll throw stuff into... Oh, yeah, it is. It's throwing it right into the chest. Oh, cool. And it... Oh, nice. Okay, so it works on all three. All three sides. I could probably even throw one on the bottom. We'll see at some point if that's working. Oh, man, this is so cool. I should have done this so long ago. It wasn't even that expensive. What am I doing? Alright, so, yeah, I'm gonna let that do its thing for now. And we'll come and check up on it just in case. I don't want the chests to fill up. But yeah, so it looks like 2 runs of the quarry will not even fill up 4 emerald chests. So that's good to know. Alright guys, I know what I want to do next. and this will be the last part of the video, but I'm gonna need some wool for this, and probably a lot of it. So we're gonna go find ourselves some sheep. And I see a couple over here. Alright, that should be enough wool for what we want to do. So let's get back to base here. I probably could have teleported. Actually, why have I not moved that inside yet? Also, I have a friend who's willing to donate some wool. Come here, Crimmy. Alright, so this is going to be a little bit more of an advanced tutorial. I say advanced, it's not really advanced. Especially not regular applied energistics. But for Valhelsia, it might be a little strenuous, just with the leveling system. But I personally don't think it's too bad. And the reason I'm starting here is because I'm pretty late game as far as, you know, some of these skills. So I'm gonna start kind of middle of the road as far as applied energistics goes, and we'll go from there. However, if you want more of a basic, hey, I'm just starting Valhelsia, how can I break into applied energistics? I'll leave a link down in the description to Jangro's most recent video, at least most recent at the time of recording this. I think it actually came out today. I'll have to double check. But either way, I'll leave a link to his most recent video, and that's a really good basic start to applied energistics. And if you don't know who Jangro is, I'm surprised that you're watching my Valhelsia series. But anyways, so most of what we need to start is already in this chest. We are actually going to be making our first, let's call it a computer. We're going to be making our first computer. In fact, we're going to start by making this guy here, this ME controller. This ME controller is a little expensive. It requires a diamond, and it also requires these skystone blocks, which you can find in the meteors. The meteors are skystone. But, what is it? You need 30 mining, I think? Yeah, you need 30 mining to mine skystone, but you don't actually need 30 mining. The skystone itself can be found in the skystone chest, so you could break it at any level. Like, break through the meteor and find the goodies inside, and then you could actually find skystone inside the meteor. So, if you're lucky, you don't even need, you know, like, you don't even need to have 30 mining to start with an ME controller. There we go. Made the advancement networking switchboard. Also, depending on the type of cable that you have back behind here, because you have a bunch of different colored cables. So I like red. Red is one of my favorite colors, if you haven't realized that yet. It actually changes the panel coloring of the lit panel that it's behind. So if you put blue back there, it'll be blue. If you put green, it'll be green, etc., etc. The first step that we're gonna break into for our computer, our AE2 computer, is these crafting processing units. And what they do is they basically tell your system, hey, this is how much power we have, so this is how many items or how many actions we are allowed to take. So I'll make a couple of them. I have a 1K starting off the bat. They're pretty cheap, the 1Ks. Once you get into like the 416, 64K, oh, and 256, they start to get expensive. So like the 4K takes a 4K ME storage component, the 16K takes a 16, and you know, so on and so forth. And there's the 16K crafting storage. So let's go ahead and connect this to the network. Bam. One last thing that you could do is make these crafting monitors, and what these do is they'll show you what they're crafting in the screen. They're pretty cool. You'll see it here in a little bit once I get it up and running. But there we go. So we have a 1K, a 4K, and a 16K crafting storage, and we have 3 monitors on top of them. Depending on which storage is being used is what window will show what's happening. But from here, we could continue the rest of the network. So we'll put our storage in here, and one of the things we'll need is this pattern encoding terminal, and we'll get to this in a second. So then from here, we're gonna come out, and we're gonna go into this pattern provider. So let me throw power down on this guy, and I'll show you what is happening. So with these blank patterns, you could throw them up here into the pattern encoder, switch this to processing pattern, the little furnace icon, and then you could tell it the raw materials here and the end goal output here. So for example, we don't have any on us, this one. So for example, a gold ingot, a silicon ball, and a redstone dust will output us one logic processor. And after that, you hit the encode button, and you get this little guy here. If you hold shift, you could see exactly what it is, because once you start getting a bunch of these, it'll start getting confusing. And then if you crouch right click, it actually clears the blank pattern. I'm gonna go ahead and clear them because I already have 3 made. So see, I have 3 patterns, one for the engineering processor, one for the calculation processor, and one for the logic. And these patterns are going to go into this ME pattern provider. And then from there, it should tell us that we are able to craft those in our terminal. As long as we have the items to meet the requirement, it'll send the items into the inscriber to complete processing. Alright, the next thing we're going over are these 2 guys down here. The ME export bus and the ME storage bus. I don't know if I have the right amounts, but what these do is you could... Here, I'll just throw one on here. You can right-click it and filter certain items to go in or out of here. So for the export bus, it'll export an item, and then the storage bus is what actually connects to the ME terminal, and you could filter it per item. So if we throw these guys on here, which we have to anyways. So for example, if we have the engineering press in here, we could right click on the storage bus and then filter it to only take diamonds. And if we click this button, the filtered operations, make sure you filter it on insertion only, so that way it'll only ever put diamonds in here. You don't want it to get messed up and try to throw a gold ingot in there and realize that it can't, and it just sits and idles. So you'll have to do that for all 3 of these: the engineering, the calculation, and the logic. The order of them doesn't actually matter though. Also, before I forget, make sure this top inscriber, you give it 1 rotation. Alright, next you're going to need some of these capacity cards. I think we'll need 2 of them actually, so make 2 of them. But this export bus on this export bus on the pattern provider, this is going to tell the system what it's exporting, and for that we'll need these 3 processors. So this is going to know to export the calculation, the engineering, and the logic processors. Alright, these last 2 storage buses we're going to filter to redstone dust and then insertion only, and then this one is going to be silicon. So this is going to make our silicon, our pressed silicon, and then this will throw in the redstone along with the pressed silicon and whatever of the 3 circuits we tell it to make. And I think that should be everything. I'm pretty sure. So let me go get another battery block. I say battery, it's an energy cell, I'm sorry. So if we throw in everything that we need, let's throw in all of this stuff, and then we tell it that we want to make 1 calculation processor, so just 1. Let's click next. This is it telling you, hey, it's going to use 37 bytes, so that's what these guys are. So this is the 1K, the 4K, the 16K. Because we're only making 1, it's only going to use 37 bytes, so it should probably just place it onto the... what's this called? Onto the 1K storage. So, craft it next. It tells you it's going to craft a calculation processor, and it says you have 1 of these each available, and then we click start. So there it is. It's showing that on the monitor that it's crafting a calculation processor, and over here we can actually see it crafting and putting everything into here. Well, it finished. It's sitting in there. I think I might have messed something up. Oh, I know where I messed up. So, I told you I think we would need 2 of those cards, so we do. Let me make 1 more of those quick. Add a little bit more space to it, and tell it that it will be exporting these. So now that should, there it is. Yep, it threw the calculation circuit in there, and then it makes the processor, and it should automatically transfer it to our crafting terminal over here. Oh man. Oh man. Alright guys, I know that was a lot of information to take in all at once. I am so sorry for that, and all we have to do is keep this stocked up on gold, diamonds, and Certus quartz, and redstone and silicone. But, anyways guys, that's going to be all from me today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Okay.